Hello everyone, and welcome back to Classic Comics. Today I'm doing a review of the 6th episode of The Mandalorian, which is called The Prisoner. So to start this off, Mando hooks up with his former partner, Ran, who he worked with in the past, and who has a job for him. The job involves breaking someone off of a prison ship, and they need Mando's ship for this because his ship is so old that it's off the grid, which I guess means it's not registered with the government. I don't really know. There's a crew he's going to work with in this episode. And we've got Bill Burr, who plays Mayfeld, who's a former Imperial sharpshooter. He takes several shots at Mando and his people in the episode, and the jokes, they mostly land. There's a female Twi'Lek named Xi'an, and she and Mando have some kind of history. And then there's a male Deveronian named Berg, who's played by the great Clancy Brown. And there's also a droid who flies Mando's ship for them. Now, they want to retrieve a guy who's on a New Republic prison ship. Mando's not thrilled with this, but, he needs the money because, he can't get any guild work right now. So off they go. This crew he's with, of course, they're criminal scum, and they start messing with him. And he gets into a fight with Clancy Brown, with Berg, and they wind up hitting a control panel that reveals Baby Yoda. And Bill Burr gets a lot of good lines in this scene. Now, one thing I liked about this episode is that Baby Yoda isn't in it much. Honestly, I'm getting kind of tired of Baby Yoda. And that's one of the reasons why this is one of the best episodes for me, because he really isn't in it much. Now, they get to the prison ship and immediately get into a shootout with some security droids. And this scene's pretty good. Mando takes out about 4 droids single-handedly. The fun thing about the droids is you can go full Tarantino with your violence as long as droids are the victims. So they get to the control room of the prison ship, and there's a human pilot, and they weren't expecting this. There were only supposed to be droids on the ship. So the others, they want to just kill the guy. But Mando doesn't want to kill him, and he tries to talk the guy into surrendering and tries to convince the others not to kill him. And they get into a nice kind of standoff, where they're all pointing their blasters at each other. And then Xi'an just kills him. But before they could kill him, the pilot sets off a distress signal, which is going to bring the New Republic forces soon. The droid, Zero, they call him. He says, we're going to have New Republic ships here in about 20 minutes. So they have to hurry and get their target, which turns out to be Xi'an's brother, a male Twi'lek named Quinn. And Quinn says that he actually wound up in prison because of Mando. And then comes the double cross. They betray Mando and they throw him into the cell and leave him trapped there. Then a security droid walks by, and Mando uses his kind of snare and line to catch the droid and pull it to him so he can rip the droid's arm off. Then he uses the arm to unlock his cell and escape. Now, this is the one part of the episode that I really kind of had a problem with. He basically unlocks the cell from the inside. Why would you have a prison cell that has a lock on the inside? I'm not an expert, but does it really make sense to have a lock on the inside where the prisoner can get to it? I mean, it doesn't really make sense. But, it's a cool scene, and it's just a little thing. It's, so it's fine. Now, after he gets free, he locks down the ship so that they can't escape. And then it becomes kind of, like a horror movie where he stalks them in the ship and takes them out one by one. We get some of the best action scenes so far in this series. Then he catches Quinn and the target, and then he gets back to his ship and saves Baby Yoda, who's about to be killed. Then the Mandalorian returns to Ran and gets payment for the job of bringing Quinn back, and then he leaves in his ship. Of course, they were planning to betray him all along, and Rand orders a fighter to attack and kill Mando. But before he can, Quinn finds a distress beacon that the Mandalorian had hid on Quinn's person. And then 3 X-Wing ships arrive, and they attack and kill Ran and Quinn. And then Mando, he jumps into hyperspace and gets away. And then in the last shot, we see that the others are all still alive. They're on the prison ship, locked in one of the cells. So I'm going to go ahead and predict that somewhere, if this show keeps going, which I assume it will, somewhere down the line, we'll get an episode where these three come back looking to get revenge on the Mandalorian, and I'm looking forward to seeing that. Okay, so let's just talk about this episode. This was easily the best episode so far of this series. This is what I've been wanting from this show ever since they announced this series. Lots of cool characters who are all untrustworthy, all have their own agendas. They're stuck working together. You know there's going to be treachery. You know you're waiting for the double crosses to happen. Lots of good action. I mean, I just love this episode. I liked it because Baby Yoda is barely in it. The performances are all good across the board. You believe in every one of these characters. You believe the decisions they make. There's no political agenda being pushed here. It's just a good, fun, action-filled episode. The effects are all good. I like the droids we saw in this episode. All the plot twists and turns made sense. Except how Mando got out of his cell. I mean, a prison cell with a lock on the inside. You know, come on. But other than that, thumbs up on this one. This is what I've been wanting from the show all along. This is how you do it. This is the way. So, now, how about you? Did you like this episode? Did you hate this episode? Let me know in the comments, or you can hit me up on Twitter. My handle is @ComicsClassic, just Classic Comics reversed. Also, if you enjoyed this video, please like this video, and while you're at it, please subscribe to my channel and hit the bell for notifications for more videos, and I'll see you all next time. Thanks for watching.